So last day, last demonstration. Yeah, I'm in front of it. I'll send these to you if you want them. You know, send me. I'll send it to Vandy if you're okay with that, and you can have a look. There's a few from yesterday's too. Okay, so and it's turned on. Good. Can you see all right? Okay. So finding the landscape within which the eye will kind of sit. And quarter past. Someone tell me when it's quarter past and I stop them. So let's see. The moustache there now. Yeah, a bit of the thing down this side. So I was just using what was sitting there and I don't know even what it is, so let's just mix up something new. A bit of burnt sienna and ultramarine blue. And I'm looking at the colour of the moustache and beginning to, yeah, just, I think it does kind of help me to do just some few touches in other places as well, as a kind of a lead in or something. I don't know. Maybe it's that thing of taking ownership of it again as well, doing something general. And I want to do something to locate the back of the neck a little bit more clearly there, just a touch of the burnt sienna. And it's a nice colour, isn't it, that burnt sienna, to warm things up a little bit when there's all that blue. A bit of a shadow here. Okay. And the hair is going to come in. Yeah, I think it somehow it feels good to do something around there and then find my way in to the mouth area. Okay. I kind of want to place the stubble, the hair, the beard. I want to place that a bit before deciding where the mouth will be. And as I do work in here, I feel like I could do with extending a little bit more, just a little bit more volume out there maybe. And you know, always have your water within easy reach, because all painting and drawing really is memory work. I find that, you know, that you want to reduce the amount of time between seeing and drawing down and keep everything easily within easy reach for you, so that you can focus on that and respond swiftly. Let's see now. Yeah, so I think the shadow on the other side of Ross's face is what's helping to describe the position of the nose and things. And then I was extending the jaw a little bit there. I wondered whether it needed to be a little bit wider. It seems to be the thing over here today is, you know, adjusting the jaw and adjusting the eyebrows and the size of the head in relation to the size of the hair. All of that is in the mix all the time. But say we were just doing the mouth now, let's see. I'm going to put that burnt sienna and ultramarine colour here, because with half closed eyes, the colour of the beard means that it's, you know, it's reading as dark when I half close my eyes. And I'll just find something at the edge of the face coming up here. I think I'll just go straight in now to see if I can locate the line of the dark line dividing the lips. I'm still going to work with the blue and brown, because I think there's still a little bit of work to do. And this is the 1-inch brush, I think. Whatever size it is that one. I think there's still a little bit of work to do too, and darkening tone here a little bit. It's quite dark there. Maybe it's cast by the nose or something as a shadow. And then finding the line of the lips, the line dividing the lips. And noticing where the corner of the mouth might sit in relation to the bend in the eyebrows, say. So you're placing it by locating where it is on a vertical. And the corner of the mouth is really the dark end. It might not be part of the mouth, the bit at the corner that I'm looking at. It might just be a pool of dark where the mouth meets the skin. But you know, there's an idea of its location. I just want to see if it's low enough as well, like standing back. Maybe it needs to drop a little bit so that there's more skin between the nose and the mouth. I think it could do with coming down a little bit lower there. And really with half closed eyes, these parts tend to merge. The darks can merge with one another, and it's kind of helpful, I think, to forget that it's an eye or nose or mouth in particular that you're painting, and just to see these dark shapes and how they link up with each other. And then that way, hopefully, something emerges that that is more about seeing than what we think is there. Okay, so back down again then, and the other, I'm putting a little bit of cadmium red into that blue and brown mix now. And I think in order to identify the mouth as different from the rest. And I think the other side of the mouth will be a little bit steeper here, because it's kind of, although it's maybe going to be a little higher, so that eyebrow is a bit higher than that one. And then the corner of the mouth over here will maybe be higher than the other corner. Let's see. Yeah, and then there's maybe the plateau. So it's helpful just when you put just a little touch in to stand back and see, you know, so that there's still room to maneuver things. You don't have to paint it all in to stand back and see it. I think that's why I like the colour to be dark enough that it can be seen from a distance. Even when you're finding things, like I think it's good to go for it and make it deep enough in tone that you can see it from back here. Okay. And then I find that there's some sort of kind of warm skin colour in the little gaps here that might be explained with the yellow ochre and the cadmium red maybe again. I'll just try that. Or maybe it's a bit more yellowish. I don't want it to look like lip colour here, but I want it to be different from the beard. Yeah. And I'd be inclined to leave it to dry a bit then, like, and do something somewhere else before going back to make the final touches there in the mouth. But a bit like the eye yesterday, you want to do less really and see if you can find a thing without having to explain the life out of it, you know. Maybe you can soften a bit there. And I think a little bit of blue into that now will give me a colour for the stubble thing again. But when you're painting the mouth, it really does help, I think, to find its position. Where are you, Vanessa? Like, find the position at the corner of the mouth in relation to the eye above it, and see where it sits on this side in relation to the eye, and then consider how low down it is, you know, and how much of a lift. There's a bit of a lift there, and maybe it could be helped if I put in the colour of the lower lip just below, and find the brush as well that's going to cough away. Just or drink you can find a brush too that'll be the right width for the part that you're painting, best you can. So the lower lip has a little bit of warmth in it, I think, that I could explain with this size of a brush maybe, you know, that little bit there. So let's see now. You don't want it to be too dominant, I think. And I think that leads me then to need to put in a bit more of the dark of the shadow that sits under the lower lip there. It's kind of needing to be re-established now that the lip has been given a bit of warmth, I think. Yeah, something like that, and then maybe the same tone. But if you find yourself making 3 or 4 marks, change your brush, make it bigger, go with a bigger brush. Actually I couldn't really deepen the tone of that again there. But I was going for out here to try and find the curve. Really there now, really. I think sometimes it's good to kind of find a thing and then lose it a little bit again. That I think it's okay to leave a part kind of bleeding open, but it doesn't have to all be completely exactly what it is. And if it is really well drawn and everything, you can know that it's in the right place and then lose a bit of the drawing part, diffuse it again, maybe. Okay, I'll just do a couple of more moves in the rest of the face, and then that'll be us, I think. Does that feel alright, Vanessa? Was there something else? I mean, it's a different viewpoint and everything, but the pointers, I suppose, are just the line dividing the lips is the one to look for really, and its trajectory, and taking it maybe 3 stages, doing the left slant, the right slant, and then finding the middle. And oftentimes I think that the upper lip will be a bit darker than the lower lip. And I'm trying to make it darker, but not until something more has happened elsewhere, really. I think you can kind of keep going in one part for so long that it takes things off balance, maybe. But it is always fun to do something general to finish. Like at the end of the day, you might finish with a flourish. Yes, a big sweeping statement and say, that's it. I've nailed my colours to the last and now I'm going home. You do your thing. And it might be, I was saying this to Denise earlier, it might be that your thing is a lime green background or, butterflies on the top or something. You don't feel so harnessed to what we're doing here that you can't be free that way too. But I suppose we are about observing. And do your best in the first instance to see what's there from your viewpoint, the light on this face, on this day, in this moment, in this single move. And all it is single moves woven together, and then there's something. And you've all got something. It's great. So thanks for us. Thanks very much for that. And yeah, let's leap into the last little session now with gusto, best you can.